From a meet-cute at a New Year's Eve party to an actor who asked out his bartender, these celebrities found true love with some truly gorgeous partners. Howard Stern is no stranger to drama. The radio host and former America's Got Talent judge has been at the center of his fair share of scandals in the past, including getting slapped with a $495,000 fine from the FCC back in 2004 after speaking graphically of a then-famous Paris Hilton sex tape. One thing Stern has managed to keep out of the tabloids, however, is his relationship with his wife, Beth Ostrowski Stern, an actress and Pennsylvania native who he began dating back in 2000. The couple married in New York City 8 years later. Despite Stern being known for his body remarks and raunchy persona, Beth clarified that the couple is like any other married pair, telling Access Hollywood, "Everybody thinks, oh, you're married to Howard Stern. You must be laughing all the time." Yes, we are laughing all the time, but our lives together, it's not crazy. We go to bed at 8 o'clock at night, even on the weekend, just because that's our schedule. He gets up early for his radio show. We are definitely not wild and crazy. If anything, Stern supports his wife with her animal activism, especially her deep commitment to helping homeless cats and kittens.
My husband Howard and I foster cats and kittens. Over the past 5.5 years, we are close to 900 fosters.
It seems like the second time's the charm for Alec Baldwin. In 2012, the actor/comedian married his yoga teacher, Ilaria, and the two have been going strong ever since. The couple has welcomed 7 children, their latest arrival born in September 2022. Ilaria is also a stepmom to her husband's first child, Ireland Baldwin, who he shares with his ex-wife Kim Basinger. Ilaria has been highly supportive of her husband following the tragic shooting on the set of his film Rust. In October 2021, a prop gun discharged in the actor's hand, killing cinematographer Helena Hutchins and wounding the movie's director Joel Souza. Alec was charged with involuntary manslaughter, but the charges were dropped. The actor told CNN that he thanked his wife for being his rock during the difficult times, even stating that he lost a handful of jobs because of the tragedy. He said in the interview, "If I didn't have my wife, I don't know where I would be right now. If I didn't have her, I probably would have quit, retired, gone off, sold everything I owned, got a house in the middle of nowhere, and just, did find something else to do, sell real estate." Upon learning that the actor was not to face any criminal charges for the shooting, Ilaria shared a photo that showed Alec holding her in his arms on Instagram. She captioned it with a simple heart emoji. Chris Hemsworth is one of the hottest actors in Hollywood right now. From his piercing blue eyes to his chiseled biceps, there's no denying that Hemsworth is one handsome Aussie. His wife, Elsa Pataky, is just as stunning. Pataky is also an actor, most known for her role in the Fast and Furious franchise and several Spanish films. The married pair teamed up for the 2022 action film Interceptor, in which Pataky portrayed a military captain who must save the world. Hemsworth was an executive producer on the film, with his wife sharing with the project that her hubby was a big help when it came to performing the action and fighting scenes. She said in the interview, "It was great having him. He was supporting me since the beginning when he read the script. He was like, 'You need to do this. It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it. I know how much you like these kinds of movies and how destroyed you'll be after. You won't do it again.'"
I think Chris is the action man in the house.
If you don't recognize Luciana Barroso from the silver screen, that's because she isn't an actress. Barroso and her famous hubby met back in 2003 while he was filming Stuck on You in Miami. In 2011, Damon recalled the couple's fateful first encounter on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, after friends dragged him out to a bar where Barroso was a bartender. He told Ellen, "I literally saw her across a crowded room. Literally. 8 years and 4 kids later, that's my life. I don't know how else our paths would have crossed if that didn't happen." Reflecting with Vogue Australia in 2018 about the first time they met, Barroso revealed that she wasn't sure how Damon would take the news that she was already a mother to a 4-year-old daughter from a previous relationship, saying, "Some guys might have been different. They might think it's complicated, but for him, it wasn't. When you meet somebody that you have a connection with, that's just the person that you have a connection with. All the other stuff, the movie star part, wasn't really a factor. It was just Matt. To me, he's just Matt." The couple wed in a private ceremony in New York City Hall in 2005 and has since welcomed 3 daughters.
He's just so beautiful.
Henry Golding had fans drooling over him when he starred in 2018's Crazy Rich Asians, and we loved watching him steal our hearts in the holiday movie Last Christmas, alongside Emilia Clarke. Unfortunately for us, Golding is happily taken and has been since 2016. Golding is married to yoga instructor and FitSphere business owner Liv Lowe Golding. However, the couple goes back to 2010, when they first met at a New Year's Eve party. Recalling that day, Henry said during an interview on Live with Kelly and Ryan that Liv made the first move, stepping in his way and speaking to him.
She just steps in my way and she's like, "Why haven't you said hello to me yet?"
I'm leaving tomorrow and you're never going to see me again. What are you going to do about it?
Liv's forwardness was something that really attracted the actor, who added,
It's hot when a girl just takes you pretty much by the collar.
The couple welcomed their first child, a daughter named Lila, in March 2021. In May 2023, Henry announced on Instagram that they were expecting their second child. In an interview with Essence in 2017, actor Idris Elba famously stated that he'd never get married again after going through 2 failed marriages, saying, "Am I ever gonna get remarried? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Marriage is an institution of sorts, and I've done it. It's not for everybody." Interestingly, that same year, he ended up meeting model Sabrina Dore, and shortly thereafter, he changed his tune. By 2018, the couple was engaged, and the following year, Elba and Dore tied the knot in a 3-day wedding celebration in Morocco. Speaking about finding love again with Dore, Elba told People, "She makes me laugh, and we share common goals. She makes me happy. She makes me celebrate my successes, and when I'm not too sure about stuff, she makes me think."
It's really amazing to see how courageous she can be.
Elba also took back his no marriage comment when speaking to the women on The View. "I have been married before and famously said I wouldn't get married again, but I met someone that opened me up. I'm actually the happiest I've been in a long time." Christian Bale has been married for more than 20 years, but you probably wouldn't have known that since he and his wife, CB Blazik, like to keep their relationship under the radar. However, the couple, who married in 2000 and welcomed 2 children, has one of the strongest marriages in the business. Keeping most of their lives private has probably been the key to their successful union. The secret to their marriage bliss could also come from the fact that Blazik isn't a well-known star. She has previously worked as a personal assistant to Winona Ryder, which is reportedly how she met Bale. She also has worked as a model and a stunt driver. In fact, she used her skills on the set of Bale's movie, The Dark Knight Rises. The actor told the Wall Street Journal in 2014, "My wife was a stunt driver. She was chasing me through the city in Batman. She was driving one of the cop cars. She can do 180s and all that. She terrifies me. My wife terrifies me." Vince Vaughn's bachelor days were officially over after meeting Canadian real estate agent Kyla Weber. In 2009, Vaughn told CNN that he was ready to settle down after revealing that he and Weber were engaged, saying, "Recently, for the first time, I decided that something I actively wanted was to be married and have kids. I always thought I would like to have kids someday, but it became a priority of mine just recently. And I met someone, and I'm engaged now." The following year, Vaughn and Weber tied the knot in Chicago, Vaughn's hometown. The pair seems like the perfect match, having now surpassed a decade of marriage. After the couple wed, Vince gushed about his wife on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, saying, "I met the best girl in the world. It gives you such a great purpose in your life. If I would have met her, I would have done it a long time ago, so I'm very, very happy." The couple also shares 2 children, Lachlan and Vernon. Actor turned race car driver Frankie Muniz knows that there's one woman who will always be cheering him on when he crosses that finish line. That woman is his wife, Paige Price, who eloped with the actor in 2019 before having their official wedding ceremony in February 2020. There isn't much information on Price, but we know she used to work as a presenter on a golf network. In February, Price posted a series of videos on Instagram at a driving range and thanked her hubby for pushing her into getting her golf swing back. But when she isn't golfing, Price shares Instagram photos with Muniz at his races. The couple also loves sharing adorable photos of their son Maz, who was born in March 2021. To celebrate Muniz's first Father's Day, Price shared a touching and heartfelt Instagram post about becoming a family, writing, "I know now why people say family is so important. I've grown into a family person. You made me want a family, beyond my cats being my only children. I'm over the moon at the sun I get to stare at and play with every single day because of you. I knew I loved you from the start, but the way I love has deeply evolved since Maz was born."